Cornflake has become a real solution for the Blues in outside centre, but still the problems continue on inside centre with Francis Saili still out injured. Another change in their centre pairing tonight for the Blues as they have a visit from South Africa with the Stormers coming to Eden Park for Super Rugby. Hello everyone, welcome along to Cornflakes Trivia, home of Rugby Challenge 2 and the road to the World Cup with Cornflake as he is trucking all of the Blues. He's become a real mainstay here in the outside centre position, but his partner on the inside is just proving to be a bit of a problem for the Blues to really nail down with the absence of Francis Saili. Tonight it is George Maala who makes a return after having a couple of shots there earlier on. Piatau's been good, but he has had to go out to replace Tavita Lee on the left wing. Options are plenty for the Blues, but no one really putting their hand up for the position at this point. The other notable change is Triggs coming in at the second row to partner Tui Pelotu and replacing Beckuis. Other than that, unchanged for the high-flying Blues who just can't stop winning. The Stormers season has not been one to remember, but they're still there or thereabouts in South Africa. They sit fourth on the table with a 2-win, 8-loss record. Their previous match was against the Hurricanes in Wellington where they went down 18 points to 8 in a performance that they'll probably be fairly pleased with given the circumstances of the match. Tonight though they've got a real test and a win here will really lift the side. It's a good team as well from the Stormers, just not performing to their potential. You look at these superstar names through here, some young, talented and very experienced as well on the other hand, with the likes of Vermeulen will lead this team around. Katchikillis, an underrated youngster in South African rugby. He's got De Villiers and De Jong outside him, and Shezin Colby will be an absolute machine, hopefully, for the Stormers on the left wing. The possibilities he can carve up a side at will if given the opportunities. The Stormers are in for a chance here. They'll need to perform well and get that win-loss record looking a bit healthier than it does right now. All set to go here, Ehai West holding off the other options at number 10 that are really gunning for his jersey at the moment. He keeps it this week, but a bad performance here might see him depart. The Blues will kick off. They're in the blue. Stormers in the white. We're underway. Super Rugby is Halai has pulled that out of the sky. Look at this from the Blues. Luatua away for Triggs, and Triggs goes to ground and loses the ball. De Villiers. Now it's down to De Jong. And De Jong goes to ground. Look at this from Cowan. He's all over him. Trying to turn that ball over, but won't get it back. And look at this. The Stormers finally get through there. Now Intervini tries to go himself, or finding it to Dallin and now breaking through the middle. Now the Stormers, and Woodcock turns us over. Triggs again to Cowan. Jimmy Cowan finds a massive ball away to Halai. And here's Halai crashing over. Frank Halai scores. The Blues hit the lead. But how about Jimmy Cowan? Oh, that was some pass, and that's what you expect from your scrum half as well. An absolute fireball across the field. Look at this Cowan. Oh, that's a beauty to watch. And Halai, he's strong, he's big, and he just bulldozes over the top of Yako Tauta and scores the opening try for the Blues. What a sight to see, a free-running Jimmy Cowan who has been absolutely smashed as well. Boy, he was really getting the legs flowing. And Frank Halai scores a try. He hasn't scored many this season. The Blues will hope if he can get his boots clicking, and it could be an even better thing for the side. Ehai West, ever so slight breeze at his back as he lights this one up. Strikes it nicely. Flags will be up. That is a successful conversion. And it's 7-0 to the Blues very early on here. Stormers won't be too happy with how that started off. Tauta will do the kicking, which is strange. Katchikillis not keen on kicking off at all as it's gone to Luatua, who finds Woodcock, and here's Ehai West. Ehai West straight through the middle, chips over the top. Schroeder gives chase. Has he got the speed? He does, but he's been absolutely hammered from Ehai West, and the Blues getting numbers back as well. But Tauta will play scrum half and kitch off all way to De Villiers, and that's a dreadfully high tackle from Jerome Kaino. Took him too high. And the ref calls penalty. Tauta will have the kick into touch. Interesting why Ketchakillis isn't doing the kicking at all here, but Stormers obviously have a game plan up their sleeve for that exact reason. Such a wonderful looking kit too from the Stormers. Their away strip. As Ntabini will have the line out throw. Goes to Kariza in the middle, and he takes it down nicely for the Stormers as they look to get a rolling, more cranking up here, and they're doing a good job too, the Blues twisting it around. Eventually it comes out, Maholby will run it, and he goes short side, gets through Halai, beautiful ball back in field, Ketchakillis goes back to Elstad, and Elstad to Ketchakillis again, but looks like it might be a turnover. No, it's come back. Vermeulen, up it goes, Dallendy fires it back to Itzabeeth. Still going here, the Stormers. Mahalbury, oh, big tackle. Now Dallendy, stopped from Piatau. The ball squirts out, Schroeder away, and wide Kariza sips it back in field for Alstat. And he goes to ground. Oh, trying to turn that ball over there was Kaino, can't get it. Schroeder again. Ketchakillis over the top of the ball, he goes. It's a good ball to Jean, back in field. Khaleesi. And Khaleesi was very close there, but the Blues will turn this over, and Cowan, knowing he has support, it wasn't who he thought. That's trouble.
Crouch.
Where did Piatau go?
Sit.
Cowan went short side, knowing he had his man there, as the Stormers have decimated the Blues scrum here. The Allen, big tackle.
Release.
Blues have numbers to the ruck. They might just, they've diffused this instantly. And quickly recycled, it goes straight out. And Ehai West kicks it down, and Tauta throws to himself and kicks downfield. Waiting there is Visania. He's got a lot of open field in front of him, and he smashed it down there, and Flake is giving a massive chase. Tauta's got trouble. He's got Visania, and he's got Flake and Moala, but he's somehow thrown that ball out to Kaliza. Khaleesi.
Advantage.
Cowan's offside, and the Stormers will get advantage. Oh, Jimmy Cowan.
Advantage.
Oh, now it's another knock on. Piatau. He's picked that up. What's going on? Offside Blues. Oh, knock on. Could have been a golden chance for the Blues. There was Cowan's offside. Mahalbray, the tackler, getting tackled. I should say it was knocked on later on by Khaleesi. Could have been a golden chance to have a scrum feed as the ball goes into touch from Tauta, as Schroeder's getting stuck in the padding around the post there. Not the best place to stand. Line out again. Ntabini will throw for the Stormers. Looking at the back, and is nicely taken. Alstat finds Schroeder. Now they look to the backs. De Villiers goes straight into Flake and bulldozes over the top of him, but he did enough to slow him down now. Stormers, big pass wide. It's out there for Colby. Colby gets around Mialamu, the good dummy. But at the back, it's a nice tackle. Visanier takes the man down. Stormers hang on to this ball. Schroeder misses one out. Oh, that's a smashing tackle. Itzabeeth picks a loose ball up, but Ketchakillis has been hammered. 3 Blues players absolutely decimating him. Look at that, Cowan. Oh.
Crouch. Touch.
Scrum feed for
Sit.
Cowan and his Blues. Last time he seen a scrum, the Stormers blew the Blues completely off the ball with their first hit. This one is a little closer. Maybe for the Blues. Yes, there it is. Yeah, here's Kano. He's going to run himself. He's a good runner of the ball as well. He finds Moala. Moala, beautifully to West. West slips it back. Piatau. Piatau bought a Flake. Has the speedster. Has he got the speed? No, he'll use the support. Oh, that is brilliant. That is world class from Cornflakes. He's got the job done. What an absolute brilliant pass. Sensational talent on show here for the Blues. Oh, this is just speechless stuff. Watch this. Look for go for the post. Just at the last second. Looked infield. Knew he had Jerome Kano there and slipped him the simple pass. He slides in for an easy finish. The first time we've seen Flake really gun it. And look at him. He smokes De Villiers. Really showed them all the wrong way. He beautifully opened that space up for Kano to score. That is what a good player does. He creates space for those around him, and that's exactly what we've just seen from Flake. A quiet night so far, but try number 2 for the Blues, and that was all him. Here's West to make it 14. No mistake from Ihia West. Adds another couple. This is a good showing from the Blues once again here at Eden Park. They're looking on top of this game. It's 14-0 over the Stormers, and we're heading to the sheds for half-time. Well, a very entertaining half of rugby it's been. The Stormers have had their chances, but really the Blues, their defence has been on top of the game. The possession and territory stats, well, look at them. 67 to 38 possession. That's 67 to 33, sorry. That is not... That's big, but it's not as bad as the next stat. 86-14 territory. The Stormers have had the ball. They've had line breaks, but they have really not had any time in the Blues 22 to look like scoring tries. The Blues have broken out of their own in-goal area a couple of times. They've had a couple of close calls, but they're very quick to clear it away and very quick to put the pressure on the Stormers to make a mistake. Just one high tackle, which was the one bad part from Kano. He was good otherwise. The Blues have made a lot more tackles, over twice as many, and they lead by 14-0 at the break. A performance they should be very pleased with here over the Stormers at Eden Park, and they'll look to keep the pressure on. Another couple of tries in the second half will definitely be their goal. Well, the Stormers have come here in a bit of strife. Here is the resumption of the match. It's Tauta who will kick us back underway. And it looks like it's going towards Flake, who takes the ball in the tackle. Good work from the outside centre. Where's his friends though? Need some friends very quickly. That's poor from the Blues support play. Beath has been smashed. And oh, look at this from O'Connor. He's stolen the ball. Moala. Beautiful play from George Moala. Oh, the turnaround from Piatau. And it's going to be Moala who scored straight off the whistle. An exceptional try for the Blues. That is special turnover from O'Connor, and the Stormers' defence was all out of shape. There's the man who took the kick off Flake. He wasn't involved at all because he was at the bottom of a ruck. But look at this, Piatau and Moala really combining beautifully right there. It was Moala who initially made the break, but he stayed on his feet, didn't go down in the tackle. There you'll see, it was from de Villiers. Just kind of put him off balance. He come around, ran the support for Piatau, who knew he was there. Beautiful work, slips in the pass, and we all know George Moala has plenty of speed. Ihia West with a chance to make it 21. The Stormers here sinking without much of a trace at all, which is pretty disappointing. I thought this might have been a good little battle between these two sides. As it's turned out, no. 21-0, the Stormers have a lot of work to do. Their record isn't good. The Hurricanes took them out 18-8. Not convincing, but still comfortable. Lack of tries for the Stormers is holding them back. A lack of territory is what really has killed them in this match. Back underway, they go through Tauta, and it's a Beath flies high. Now we got the Stormers. This is better as intervening, goes to a hole break. He slips it out. Nice work again, and it's Kitchoff this time.
Release.
Oh, this is good from the Stormers. This is what we know from them. Schroeder slips the ball, and the tackle is advantage Stormers. The tackle on Katrakillis was from an offside position. Kolisi, away to Colby, to Shong, inside ball to Tabini. Visania makes a try-saving tackle. Wow, the Stormers have been here before, chances, but they've lost the ball again. And Woodcock, of all people, have smashed this up in the sky. Halaya's flying up, and it's, oh, wow, that's a big tackle from Frank Halaya. Well, the Stormers really got racked up there. They really got a big load of fury in their belly. What's the call? It's got to be touch. It is. They need to score tries. Tauta will kick for touch. Not a bad one. De Villiers, he's a mastermind. He is a sensationally world-class player. And if anyone can conjure something up here for the Stormers. It will be Jean de Villiers. Here's into Beanie. To the back he goes. Outstat beautifully delivers here for the man himself. That is beautiful. Oh, de Villiers. Wow, why didn't he try and dive on that sooner? Jean de Villiers. We've seen them try that before. Other teams, the likes of Ma'anonu, have tried it before, but they've never come off anywhere near as good as that. From Jean de Villiers, he really should have scored. Well, he's the one that can do it. Here is De Jong on halfway. He's held up beautifully. The Blues try and drive him back into Beanie. Looks wide. It's a beef. Oh, a big tackle. Mahalbray, I think there was a big shot from O'Connor. Well, we're on halfway again, Stormers. Touch again, yes. So consistent with their calls here as the 60th minute ticks over. Oh, Famuina was eyeing that up as it was close to the touchline. 20 to go. 5-man line out here for the Stormers. Etzebeth and Kuruz are up against Triggs and Tuipolatu. Triggs pulls it in, and Cowan gives it to O'Connor, who says, stuff that, I'm not kicking. Flake gets the ball out wide instead. Slips infield. This is exceptional. Does it again. Oh, he's an absolute machine. Look at the speed of him. Oh, he's taken out. That was an absolute miracle play from Cornflake. Now they look to build onto the Blues. O'Connor, Moala, Famuina. Slipping out, Cowan. Piatau, but stands still now as Piatau looks to inject himself. Oh, the Blues better get some numbers there. Stormers just about gobbled that up. Here's Tuipolatu. Away to Moala. Moala knocks on. Oh, that could have been it.
Advantage over.
He had numbers queuing up there. As away, Ketchakillis sips it to De Jong, and De Jong has picked up and put down.
Release.
Good tackle, Halai. Vermeulen. Intercepted. That's from that Moala, I think. As it is in the end, West goes to ground. Too much happening at once. Can't keep up into Beanie. Sips it away. Colby. Cheslin Colby, beautiful. Away to De Jong. He cuts it back, but it's intercepted. Flake involved. Famuina. Sips it for O'Connor. No one knows what's going on here. Tuipolatu. Piatau somehow gets it to Woodcock. West. Now there's some structure. As Triggs slips it out to Cowan. Koino. Flake again. Looks for Halai. Can't find Halai. And a desperate ball. Now it's Halai. No, it's not. It's Colby. And it's ball back for the Stormers. Mahalbray. Oh, the big prop. He's Stu. The tight head prop slips it away. And De Jong is up again. Flake makes a tackle. This is getting loose. Very loose from these two sides. As the Stormers are desperate for a try. The Blues want a bonus point. Here's our stat. Short. Ketchakillis to De Villiers. Goes Wakolisi. Good tackle on him.
Release.
It's settled down now. It's into Beanie. Fires a big one wide. Kuruza. And it's out there for De Jong. Up against Peel. Oh, heels up against Tuipolatu. And in the end, it has had to be the fullback Visania that slips that one in. O'Connor, he'll play it. And he'll go to Moala. Chance for one more here, Moala. Triggs looking to Flake, and Flake through. Now we got a chance. He goes upfield to Tuipolatu. Back out again to Mialamu. He slips to Halai. Has a foot race. Halai gets Yako Tauta, and it is goodbye. Frank Halai. He's in for a double. Well, that is one hell of a last 20 minutes we've just witnessed. Some absolutely devastating running, some big tackles, some offloads aplenty. Flake kicked it all off, busting that one. Then it got to a couple of forwards. Tuipolatu Mialamu kept the ball alive, looked for their support, got it to the speedster, who showed Yako Tauta some clean pair of heels and said goodbye. And it is try-time Blues. Bonus point for them. Seeing Flake in the background, a bit slow to get up after that initial bust by him, but boy oh boy, he come alive after, from about the 35th minute to the end of the match. He has been absolutely huge. First 30 minutes was a bit quiet from Flake, but he'll be pleased with what he's come up with here for the Blues. He's really carved up some defence, and in the end put in a comfortable result for his team as Ehire West has a flawless night, with the boot adding another 2 points and we shall be all over here. 28-0, the Stormers. Wow, they got messy, they got their hands dirty, and they really got involved. But in the end, it wasn't enough for them. They really wanted to try, the Stormers, and they threw it around with complete disregard. But the Blues, they're just too good at that game. The structure wasn't enough to break down the Blues either. And they just outplayed the Stormers for a complete 80 minutes. Well, what more can you say about that? The Blues have pulled out one of their best displays, it could be said. 28-0 over the Stormers, who looked to change up and just alternate how they play, just to try and upset the Blues' rhythm and try and find what would be their weakness. In the end, although that free-flowing offload play did really get them upfield quite impressively, the Stormers, they could not get that elusive try they were looking for. In the end, 28-0, tries for Kano, who was huge. He was absolutely massive, and that pass that put him in from Flake was just magical. He was great in that second half and that last 10 as well of the first. Moala got one as well, and a big Frankie Halai picked up a double to give them the 4-try bonus point. High West flawless with the boot, 4 from 4 as well. The Stormers, well, unable to make any inroads into the scorers' books, but really, they look good in parts, just could not get that finishing touch that they required. Well, they've definitely performed better in the second half. Look at this. Territory 61-39, possession 61-39. They improved, the Stormers. You can't take that away from them, but in the end, maybe needed another 80 minutes to work out how the Blues really put them to the sword. 9 line breaks to 5 for the Blues, and the tackle count was almost at 100. A good performance from the Blues. They've got the win, the bonus point win as well, and they've taken out the visitors from South Africa, 28 points to 0. Now let's have a look at the table, see if that's helped the Blues in their progress towards the top of the table. Well, the Chiefs have quite clearly said to the Blues, anything you can do, I can do better, as they have thrashed beyond the living days of the Rebels, 65-3. That is an absolute domination. Highlanders have been spanked as well, 59-13. Reds have taken out the Force. Waratahs hammering the Lions, 43-3. Hurricanes, 37-14 over the Bulls as well. And there's a close one for you all. 22-21 Crusaders over the Brumbies. That was the end of round 12. Round 13 has had 3 matches played, and the Chiefs once again have asserted their dominance at the top of the table with a 40-18 win over the Western Force. Sharks again crushing the Reds, 42-19. And the Hurricanes, where did they come from? 58-18, a demolition of the Cheetahs on this road to the World Cup. Next match is the Blues at home, once again, to the Rebels. Now let's have a look at the standings, and she's pretty close here, isn't it, really? The Blues now have 2 games in hand over the Chiefs, who are only 8 points in front, but really that needs 2 big wins from the Blues to catch up with that. The Crusaders are right on their tail, 5 points behind, but also played the extra match. The Hurricanes have come alive in the last couple of weeks. They now have 7 wins and 4 losses on 34 points. The Highlanders, the only team from New Zealand, really gone on 5 points. In South Africa, the Sharks lead the way, getting a bit of a lead now. 39 points for them, 25 for the Bulls, 12 Cheetahs, 11 Stormers, who go now 2-7. And the Lions at the bottom, 1-9. They have just 7 points. Look at that, the Cheetahs, though, performing well above the Stormers, which is good play for the Cheetahs. In Australia, the Waratahs lead the way on 40, Brumbies 35, Reds 25, Western Force 17, and the woeful Rebels down the bottom on just 2. And that is who we will be up against in our next match of the road to the World Cup. Blues versus the Rebels. Could be a bit of a blowout if the Blues can find their ranges at Eden Park. Could they put an absolute pile on the Rebels? That will be exciting. Flake will be gunning to get some more points, get some tries under his belt, but he's really played well as the creator, especially in that last match against the Stormers. That is my time for today. Thank you for tuning in and watching. Hope you're enjoying the Road to the World Cup series, as we're in about round 13, which is about the halfway point of the competition. As we look forward after this, of course, is Rugby Championship, if Cornflakes can get selected. But it's all to say and do till then. And then we may look at some other countries' involvement as well. So get your finger caps on for players you'd like to see in a Road to the World Cup as well, like this one. So Blues versus Rugby Rebels, That is coming up next time on the road to the World Cup. Thank you for tuning in and watching, and until then, take care.